I went to London. Part 9. Hello, I hope you're feeling well. First, I want to remind you that there are part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to this story. If you have not watched it yet, visit my channel and watch it, so you can understand the whole story well. My name is Sophia. I am a student of English literature. This is my story. I want to tell you about my life story in London. I want to tell you about my fantastic teacher. You can read my story. You can learn English with me. In the new school, I met a girl named Jenny. She is very good in speaking English. I am impressed by her English speaking skills. I asked her that how she became fluent in English. She smiled and said, "It is a long story. If you have enough time, then I can share with you my English learning journey." I said, "I have enough time, and I want to know about your English learning journey." She says, "Hi, I'm Jenny. I want to share my successful story of learning English and how I become fluent and confident in speaking it." My journey began in high school with an English teacher named Henry from England. At that time, my English was not very good, but I always looked forward to his classes because I really wanted to improve my English. Henry told us interesting stories about the history of England and the United Kingdom, which sparked my interest in history and my desire to visit the United Kingdom someday. After Henry returned to England, we kept in touch via email. I dedicated myself to learning English every day by practicing reading and writing. Gradually, my reading and writing skills improved. Even though I was good at reading and writing, speaking and listening was hard for me. After finishing university, I decided to take an English language course in London. On my very first day, I felt excited but also nervous. It was a struggle to understand others when they spoke, mainly due to my poor listening skills. Additionally, my poor pronunciation made it difficult for people to understand me, so I often had to write down what I wanted to say. One day, I visited Henry at his home. He lived with his wife and their 2-year-old son, George, while telling Henry about my problem with English. Little George, who was watching cartoons, came to Henry and tried to say something about the cartoon. But Henry could not understand him, as George was just learning to speak. Henry joined George to watch the cartoon, and after understanding what George was trying to say, he taught George by telling George to repeat after him until George said the word correctly. This moment gave me hope for improving my own English skills. I just realized that when it comes to learning any language, you should start by listening and imitating how native speakers talk, just as children do when learning to speak. Once we correctly imitate their pronunciation, we understand them better, and they understand us too. I began practicing English by mimicking people in movies and TV shows. I listened to them carefully and repeated words until I could say them correctly and clearly. Then I moved on to short sentences. Later, I tried longer sentences. Within 3 months, my pronunciation had improved a lot. After a year, my English accent sounded almost like I was from England. Since then, I have spoken English fluently and confidently. Sometimes I even dream in English. People I met often thought I was born and raised in England, and they were impressed when I told them about my learning journey. So, what I want to tell you is that learning English is not too hard if you know the right ways to practice. The key is to listen carefully and repeat after the speaker. You need to listen a lot and practice speaking by mimicking native speakers. Start with clear pronunciation of words, then move to short sentences, and finally to longer ones. Practice until you can speak without having to think first. You can improve your English speaking and listening skills right here at Speak English with Lala. We have many lessons that will help you learn English successfully. Remember, practice a lot and often. I was very happy after listening her story. Now I can share her story with my students to encourage them for learning English easily. Learning English is not difficult. All you need is to practice reading, listening, and speaking English for 30 minutes every day, as my teacher told us to do. And this is very effective. It is my experience. Advice: when you want to learn English, read, listen, and speak. Do each activity for 30 minutes every day. Vocabulary booster: look forward to something. Means to be excited and pleased about something that is going to happen. Spark means to start or cause something, especially something interesting or exciting. Desire is a strong feeling of wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen. Keep in touch means to continue to communicate with someone even though you are not near each other. Dedicate means to give a lot of your time and effort to a specific task or purpose. Gradually means slowly over a period of time, not suddenly. Nervous means feeling anxious or worried about something. Struggle means to try very hard to do something when it is difficult or there are obstacles. Due to, because of something, a way of explaining the reason for something. Imitate means to copy someone's actions, speech, or behavior. Mimic, very similar to imitate, it also means to copy the way someone speaks, often to make people laugh. Impress means to make someone feel admiration and respect, to cause a feeling of interest or excitement in someone. Thank you for watching our story about learning English. I hope it inspires you and shows that with dedication and practice, you can achieve great results. Keep practicing and staying motivated, and soon you will find yourself speaking English more confidently. I would also like to know from which country you are watching us. I hope you enjoyed this story. Share this story with others for learning English. Have a nice day.